What is go what is going on, guys? Zappe here, back for what's to hopefully be a fairly quick stream. I'm hoping it to not be more than about an hour or so. That is what I'm going to hope to do here today. So let's see if we can do it. But obviously, as you can tell by the title, this is going to be a channel update stream. What we are going to do here is I just want to do 1 hour to kind of talk about what's going to happen with the channel in terms of streams, videos, all that sorts of stuff, a potential schedule and everything. That's what I'm hoping to do here today. Obviously, this is not my usual setup or my usual room that I'm in, but today this is kind of a makeshift because this is going to be just, like I said, just a little stream. It's going to be 1 hour. You'll see on the side, whoop. Let's point the other way. Over. Like there. You'll be seeing all the topics I'm hoping to go through. So, first off is Happy New Year. I haven't streamed yet since the New Year as well. And Happy New Year's to you as well, Mama. This is just a little, hello, it's New Year's. I know I haven't streamed since my 400 sub special. Hey, Eslo, how's it going, buddy? What's up? Anyways, this channel update here, we're going to talk about some of the new things, hopefully, that will be happening this year for streams. And Happy New Year to you as well, Dan. So, what we're going to be doing, besides is, well, Happy New Year, first off. I think that goes without saying. New Year, new plans. And one of the first things you're going to see at the very top of this topics to go through, besides the New Year, is a stream schedule. Obviously, from this point right now, I have not seen, or I have not been keeping up a very consistent schedule in terms of days I'm streaming or anything like that, and I would like to try and fix that a little bit. Also, we're going to get a little something in the background here, so give me just 1 second if you don't mind. We are going to do... let me know if you can hear the music in the background there. Hopefully it's loud enough and stuff. One, Dan. Alright. So we'll lower that a little bit. And I'm going to lower the volume for myself here because that's still... Oop. Probably right there, hopefully that's good. Alright, anyways, the first of the topics was a stream schedule. Now, I want to get more consistent in terms of what days I'm streaming and that sort of a thing, because at this point it's just kind of like, Mom says hi, she's playing the game at the moment. Hi, Mama! Also, I need to fix a little something there. There we go. So yeah, I've never really had a consistent stream schedule, and I think that I want to fix that. I want to be able to try and get some actual stream days set up where those are the days that I definitely go live. No matter how I'm feeling, I might be tired or anything. We're going to try and get some consistent times to stream and everything. It's obviously not going to be able to cater to everybody, but I'm going to at least try and do it when I think it's most convenient for me to stream, as well as maybe I can get more people into my streams. A couple of days I am thinking about would be Sunday, because I usually have off from work, and not having to work would definitely be a huge factor in being able to stream. I'm wearing years so without a new channel trigger. Yeah, I definitely get to. It's just like, that sounds like a guy. Yeah, I want to be able to kind of decide, like, hey, even if it's like a day or two a week, I don't go like 5 days a week. Even if it's just a week or a day or two, that's what I want to do. I want to get more consistent. So it's not like, oh, unless I absolutely need like a week off or I might need that day off, you guys can always expect to stream that day. So I'm definitely thinking Sunday would be a good idea because I don't work and I could probably stream like during the day or something. So that way, possibly, people from like European time zones and all that can actually have a chance to maybe just, even if it's like drop in and just say hi, I gotta go to bed soon, but I just wanted to say hello. Even I appreciate that sort of a thing when people come in here, is even if it's just a simple hi or something, as long as they're right there, right? That's all I ever care about, is seeing you guys and everybody, even the 3 people that are here right now. I'm happy you guys are here to listen. But yeah, anyways, so stream schedule. I'm thinking Sundays, and I'm thinking Tuesdays as well, because Tuesdays I typically have day off, and I can also stream again during the day. But I could also, if I have to, I can always push it to later in the evening to make it more of a night stream. So that way, hey, even if it's like, say, a night stream, I'm at least still streaming that day regardless. That's what it would mainly be, is like a, I can kind of be lenient on the time with those days. I didn't mind, like, streaming. I am sure you'll figure out your plans. Exactly. That's why I'm kind of just, like, I'm out here, and that's why I want to just kind of discuss them, get them out there. People can come back to this stream and be able to sort of discuss that type of thing. So anyways, the stream schedule. So I'm thinking Sundays and Tuesdays for sure, and any other day, if I am feeling up to stream, maybe I will. But I think just to not only have enough time for myself to be able to have fun with games, but also be able to talk to friends and maybe play games with them too. I'm thinking of limiting to no more than 3 streams a week. So that way, hey, I'm still streaming a little bit, but then I can also have time to play my own games or go do my own shopping that I might have to do, or that sort of a thing. And that's why, like, Tuesdays and Sundays, I can be kind of flexible with those times. Because I say, oh, maybe I'm busy, like, Sunday during the day because I might be doing, like, say, a community day for Pokemon Go, or I know I had to do some shopping that day, so I can go do that shopping during the day. Oh, I can push my stream to be a night stream now instead of a day stream. I can be flexible with it. Same with Tuesday. Tuesday's, like, my one weekday I have off from work. So I can always, take that time to do. That's a great way to do it. Keep it casual and fun. Exactly. That's what I want to do. I want to have fun, and I enjoy everybody being here, Anyways, the Tuesday as well is the exact same thought as Sunday would be. Is I can be flexible with the time Tuesday, whether, I can... if I have to do something during the day, I can always do that stuff during the day, and then I can always just come back and do a night stream again. And I say 3 days of streaming just because, obviously, 4 days to kind of tie up loose ends of things I might have to do, or, like I said, enjoy fun with friends those days, so I'm not always, restricting myself to just, like, oh, I gotta go stream. Well, I could always have fun, and if I only want to stream 2 days a week, 2 days a week is fine by me. Just to try and, like I said, it's the consistency that I need to have this year, and that's what I want to push for. Consistency on streams. So that's why underneath the stream schedule, you're going to see that I have making a stream schedule Discord channel in my Discord chat. I wanted to do this because I think it'd be nice to kind of have, like, a calendar to show, like, okay, I'm streaming these days, what game I'm going to be streaming that day, so people can also have an expectancy of what may be coming for the streams. Like, if I put, like, Tuesday what's Tuesday date? Tuesday was New Year's Eve, so, like, December 7th, I could put down Luigi's Mansion. Okay, well, people can expect 7th of January, people can expect a Luigi's Mansion 3 stream to happen. There you go. Now you know what game's coming. So it also gives a chance for those who may have not... excuse me, I kind of went way too close to the mic there. It also gives a chance for people to decide if they do want to come, because I know some people do avoid spoilers for games, and I very much understand that, and I respect that. Like... Sorry, I thought my phone was going off there. I apologize. Anyways, I understand people don't want to see spoilers all the time for certain games, and I want to be able to, honor and respect that. So if I have a stream schedule, say like somebody who wanted to play Luigi's Mansion 3 watches my streams, but they don't want any spoilers on the game. Yeah, I totally thought it was. I just heard a couple ringing noises, and I was like, what? But yeah, so like Luigi's Mansion, the example I was going on. So somebody, say, maybe wants to watch a Luigi's Mansion 3 stream. Well, they don't want spoilers on the game, so they can always just kind of be like, I'm sorry, you know, if they can admit that, it's like, I respect it, you know? If you don't want Luigi's Mansion 3 spoilers, I honor that for you, and props to you for staying unspoiled. That's what I did with Sword and Shield, is I wanted to be completely spoiler-free going into the game, so I avoided as much spoilers as I possibly could, because I wanted to enjoy the game and show you guys my reaction to all the stuff I'm seeing for the first time that wasn't officially trailer revealed. Because it's a lot more fun to play games, you know, spoiler-free. But yeah, so anyways, the stream schedule. I'm thinking every month just kind of creating a little calendar that will show what days I'm streaming, what game to expect that day, and be able to try and, you know, not only play some single-player games, but I also want to be able to incorporate you guys and still do some multiplayer streams as well, because that's always important as well. Being able to play with the viewers, involve them as well, because, you know, you guys are always here for streams, and I always appreciate it, and I want to honor by being able to play with you guys in the first place. Avoid Luigi's Mansion 3. Yeah, exactly. That was me in Sword and Shield. I avoided as much of anything that was leak spoilers or anything until the game. I actually got my hands on the game and streamed it. But yeah, anyways. So I think that's everything stream schedule-wise I wanted to talk about. Trying to get more collabs. I'd love to be able to reach out to other streamers and see if maybe, like, hey, what if we played, like, just one day, 1 month, we just play, you know, like, say, Super Mario Maker 3. We do multiplayer versus each other, and we just, you know, have some casual fun. You know, try and get collabs to spread out not only their channels, spread out my channel, but also have fun with other, you know, streamers and try and get more people involved so we can grow the community more instead of just like, and this will actually kind of ties into the topic that's below the, I plan to do collabs, yeah, because it's fun just playing with other people. Like the one stream me and Slayer Dan did, for example, that was Super Mario Maker 2 Versus on a Thursday. It was literally like a last 45-minute thing. We just got it together, made the plans for it, and boom, we did the stream. It was just out of nowhere. We collabed. We had a lot of fun with it. And I hope to do more in the future because I'd like to be able to get myself, you know, involved with more streamers and have more fun with them and stuff. I would try to make collabs at random. That makes it more fun. Exactly. That's what it was, and not like, you know, just kind of make it LBD doing off-stream videos too, because that also videos below are also going to be a possibility as well. I'll be talking about that soon, but yeah, trying to get more collabs, it'd be fun just to kind of, you know, spread out there. But obviously, like Dan kind of said, make it random and just be like, maybe message one day and say, hey, maybe a day in like, hey Peter, how's it going? And maybe get at some point like, hey, could we maybe like collab? Maybe we could do a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe night where, you know, we just race against viewers in like private battles, and, you know, try and have a little fun and stuff. You know? So I think that's everything collab, at least. Below that was talking about raids and doing raids. These are not referring to max raids in Pokemon, but raiding other streamers. I've been doing it less just because, you know, sometimes I don't see that I have maybe too many viewers after the stream. So I'm typically, for me, now that I have a Pro Controller, there you go. What was I going on about? Oh yeah, so the raids. I want to try and do more of them, even because sometimes I guess I just fear that it's like only going to be me as the streamer going in on a raid, and I know it's spreading the love, but I also kind of, you know, feel bad at sometimes that it's like only me and one other, and I know it matters for the streamer, but I want to try and get more raids, and not only do more raids, but also get, like, raid newer people. Instead of just always raiding the same, like, group of people, try and just find people via the YouTube gaming section. I know it's not, like, the actual huge one that they got rid of, but I'm talking more so about, like, the one section where you can find all the different games. You can go to maybe the game that you were just streaming. And I always try and look for like one of the smaller ones, so even if it's just an extra viewer or two, and maybe an extra sub or two, them getting a couple more subs could and a couple more viewers could throw their stream up above another person, and then maybe their stream could get noticed by somebody else that's streaming the game that's maybe bigger, and they can just have that chance of having more raids, getting more viewers, more subs. So doing raids to low viewers isn't bad, but yes, raiding newer people is the best way. Don't know if you've raided in the past. Yeah, there's some I've kind of understand. Yeah, I definitely say so, but I don't want to always raid the same group, just because, you know, sometimes it's like Slayer Day, and if I happen to stream on a Thursday, I always just happen to raid him because he was one of the only people that's... I put raids to a suggestion if I have no one to. Yeah. But I always felt bad that it was always like, if I happen to stream Thursday or Sunday, I always happen to raid Slayer Dan. But I want to try and not only raid new people, but try and get people that may not be in the group that I already know of. So, like, an example of this would be, like, say, maybe raiding Claire or Lightning Farron one time. Okay, I could show you a way to find others real easy. Oh. I mean, hey, why not? I mean, getting out there is the most important thing. But I just always use YouTube gaming, and because that's how I find my new people to raid, and how I always typically try to find it is, like, find those low counts and try and help boost them up a little bit. Because even, like, that one raid could make somebody's entire stream. You never know. But, like I said, maybe, like, I raid Lightning Farron one stream, and then the next one, you know, hey, why don't I go find, you know, nobody I'm subbed to is streaming right now. I can go find somebody else, find somebody new, and give them a little bit of love. Try and get them incorporated in the community so they can feel like they're part of a bigger community. So, hey, if I maybe, like, going on a raid, or, like, say I'm ending, and I could say, hey, I might have a suggestion for you, and then they could raid that, and then you never know. It could lead to such a good thing, and that's why I want to do more raids. Even if it's small or not, I just want to do them more to give more love to other streamers and content creators, so that way, you know, they're getting a bit of love as well. You knew that on my own. You knew that on my own stream, Stan. This is absent. It's all good. Oh, sorry, I need a bit of a drink. But, I think, was that everything about raids I really wanted to... Exactly, it's how we get the network together. Grow the network and get the community growing, so we have, like, this whole, you know, community together. So, hey, maybe I give love to somebody I haven't given in a while, of course, too. You know, it's all about being able to find new people to be more inclusive to the group. Because, and I'm not going to say, like, anybody's name in particular, but I feel like sometimes I see streamers a lot just kind of raid the same people a lot, like the same, like, 3, 4, 5 people all the time. And there's sometimes I see, you know, some people who go to people they've never even met before. And that's what I want to try and do more of, and that's what I want to try and maybe encourage too, is like, hey, what if we find new people to try and get them into this network so they could meet some more awesome streamers? That could mean more collabs, and that could be more people to include in fun little, like I said, collabs and other various things. It could potentially lead to, like, some sort of video series, like doing a Pokemon Nuzlocke with them or something. That's what we're doing. Race for older people helps, but only sometimes. Yeah, exactly. Because, like, that's the thing is, like, if you, say, raid the same people over and over, you know, likes and everything are a big point, but it's like finding that love and giving love to new people is what I want to try and encourage more and try and, like, show. Otherwise, I think that was about everything. Videos ever occur besides PvP Dungeon event videos? Potentially. I want to see if I can maybe try and at least do 1 or 2 non-stream series every now and then. Or like videos, whether it's like top 10s or something, or I just, you know, sit here and just, like, you know, that sort of a thing. I want to try and maybe do them every now and then, but I think for now more of the focus is on the streaming and not the videos. But I wouldn't say keep videos out of the plans and ideas, because I may do it, and I may do even like a certain Nuzlocke series off of off stream instead of always doing every single one of them in the instead of doing every single one of them in streams. I see we have a lot of the same plays. Yeah, it's what I want to do is just like, it's the year where it's just like I want to kind of sit down, think about things, start to put these plans into action to be more consistent about these things. It's what you have to have. I'm going to add in more videos on man too. Yeah. I want to just, that's the key word that I think I want to try and follow is consistency with streams, videos, and all sorts of plans with my channel. Is just try and get more consistency involved in it. So that way it's not always just kind of wingding, throw it in, whatever I feel like doing, yada, yada, yada. That sort of a thing. That's it for that. So you as the viewers, this is where I actually need you guys on this one. So, the next thing you're going to see below the videos ever occurring is ask what games the viewers would like to see more from me for streams. So I'm going to actually right now make a straw poll. I actually had something kind of set up. Oh, no. Alright, so don't mind me here. I'm just going to make a little straw poll here. Let's see. Let's see, what else do we have here? So I do apologize, it will not be. Let's see. Sword and Shield, Shiny Hunting. We have... one of these is actually, one of these options coming up is... oh, right, I can only have like 6 at the moment. Oh, wait, no, never mind. What else is there I could maybe add? So I'm just trying to think here. I think I've hit about everything I want to. So in a second here, not only am I good... oh, shoot. There we go. So I'm not only going to send this out to here, but I'm also going to send this out to Twitter here in a minute. Alright, I just tweeted it out, and now we're gonna give it to you guys. And this is interesting. Oh, it's a question for a bit of a Q&A. Not at the current moment. I don't have a... Do you? This was actually made by Peter. This was made by somebody who used to play PMU, but I think they kind of moved away from it. Her name was, I believe, Rain, if I'm not mistaken. It was something like Rain or Rainmaker. And it was a while ago. This was like back in 2014 or 2013, I think. But yeah, I do not have a green screen at the moment. I also wouldn't have the greatest of spots to really put it. So, at the current moment, no, but, oh, thank you. I love it. I was very impressed. That, and the channel art that you also see, in, like, the beginning screen, as well as, I believe my channel art as well is the same exact thing. That was also made by Rain as well. I was very appreciative of it, believe me. But I'm also thinking on the topic of that, I guess to add for another topic in a moment. But anyways, here's the straw poll that I have made. If you guys could answer what you would like to see in terms of content, that would be very appreciative. I allowed multiple poll answers so that way you guys could answer as many options as you would like. Because I know obviously you can't always vote for the same exact like 1 or 2 streams, you know, or one option and that's all you get. It's like, I know people like multiple games and that's why I want to be inclusive as much as possible. I want to be inclusive to, you know, hey, yeah, exactly. I don't really have a great spot to have a holder for a green screen right now. And hey, SOJ, how's it going as well? But yeah, I want to just kind of get an opinion what you guys would like to see more. Because not only would I like to see, not only would I like to do multiplayer games, but I also want, taking a break from doing things, heartburn. Eesh. Yikes. But I want to open up to not only like multiplayer games, but I also want to be able to do some single player included stuff as well. Say like the Sword and Shield shiny hunting I put on there, competitive breeding and stuff, as well as like I put like Luigi's Mansion 3 and another game I also kind of recently got, which was new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I also want to do some single player, so it's not always, you know, just always multiplayer and kind of the same exact things. I want to try and do single player stuff like the Nuzlocke that I did for Sword and Shield recently. That was a single player kind of stream series that I also wish to do more often, so obviously it switches up things a little bit. Like, hey, maybe I could do like multiplayer streams for like 3 streams, and then maybe a couple streams in a row I can do some single player stuff. So it mixes things up. And that's another thing is with streams, I want to mix up the content, so it's not always just Pokemon, but it's also other games. Like I said, new Super Mario Bros. U, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe online races, or we could do like online battles for streams instead of just always doing races. 2 options I put in the poll were like Super Mario Maker 2, not only viewer levels but multiplayer versus, and you know, just try and mix up as many options as I can just to see what you guys would like to see. Of course, I did include that a couple of the games on here I have not streamed yet, or in a very long time, that I am not afraid to also open up options for as well, such as the new Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe. I just bought that game the other day as part of a GameStop gift card that I got from my aunt and my uncle for Christmas. And I want to be able to stream that because I've actually never played the game and I'd love to have fun with it. But, you know, single player, I understand some people, it's like, oh, it's not involved. But, you know, you got to mix up things every once in a while. You can't always do the same exact thing because then sometimes it can be stale. There's a simple solution, but it's also slightly pricey. Look up Web Around Gaming. It's basically a green screen for your chairs, like a collapsed green circle screen. I may look into that. That actually sounds interesting. I will definitely have to go. I'll look at that actually after the stream. I think cheapest one's like $60. Okay, that's not bad. I mean, you always have to open up your options. You know, equipment for streaming and everything is never going to be, you know, oh, it's just, this is $5, this is $10. You got to understand it comes with prices sometimes. That's what you got to be open to when you're a streamer. Is you got to be open up to your options, and sometimes it could get a little hefty money-wise, but sometimes if that's what you want to do, it's what you want to do. Oh yeah, so anyways, more of the games like Brawlhalla, which I've gotten into thanks to Mr. Slayer Dan over there. Recently, I've gotten... Oh, that was just kind of an abrupt ending. I'm sorry. I was not expecting that song to just kind of like... out of nowhere. It was just like playing the song regular. It didn't even like fade out or anything. It just, boom, just randomly ended. Anyways, so like Brawlhalla, for example, Slayer Dan got me into it, and I would be open to try and stream that a little bit. Same with like Terraria. I don't even think I really finished that one playthrough series. I even started that one time, and I might as well just start anew, you know, if I'm gonna do that. Minecraft, which I haven't streamed, I think barely at all, or I think I did one stream of it, and that was on the HoloCube server. Ever since, I haven't really done much towards it. And Green Fabric at Walmart. Brawlhalla is a freaking blast, dude. I have so much fun with it. But, yeah, so, like, some of those options, even Minecraft, it's like, say, Pixelmon or something. I'd love to be able to stream that and just, you know, mix up things and have fun. Because that's what I also want to... It's like another one of those words that I've kind of just hammered down on, which is, like, it isn't perfect, but works. What works, works. That's what I say. But, yeah, so consistency is, like, a huge thing. That's the one thing. Consistency, like, via a schedule. That's huge. You know, showing more love to different viewers and trying getting a bigger network of people. That's another thing I want to try and do. You know, even if it's rating the same people every now and then, to give them a little bit of love here and there, of course. Then there's the, like, stream schedule, Discord channel. Yes, I do know the Yellow Kazoo. I do know who the Yellow Kazoo is. I've been on a raid. I think Claire raided her once, and that's how I know her. Ooh, I need a bit of a drink. What else was there? Videos may happen every so often. I obviously don't expect as much as streams, but every now and then there might be some included. And then the straw poll, hopefully you guys would give some answers. I also put it out in my Discord, and I also put it out over Twitter, so hopefully a few people every, whatchamacallit, just to kind of get the options, just to see what you guys think, because that's always important to me, too, is what, she has the same thing with her green screen. Ah, I see. But yeah, it's just I want to know what you guys kind of like to see, what you guys kind of enjoy watching, even if it's, of course, not me particularly that you watch for a certain thing, like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or Super Mario Maker 2. Even if you don't watch that, but you still have fun watching, like, other streamers stream that kind of a game, that's where it matters to me a lot as well. And that's why I kind of want to get out there and just kind of see what everybody kind of thinks and what they kind of like to see. And I do see a couple of votes, so I do appreciate it. But of course, as I said, I'm giving it about a week just to kind of see how things go, and I might just keep it up for a while. We'll see how things go with it. And then, of course, there are links below to a couple of things, such as my Discord. Invite link should be down there. In case I happen to ever move to Twitch, my link is down there as well. Twitter link is down there as well. Oh, I just kind of opened a game I didn't want to. Whoops. Otherwise, oh, there was one other topic that somebody had mentioned. I wanted to look back for and what it was. Oh, yes, the channel icon and channel art. That's what I was thinking about. As much as I do like it, I think I kind of want to look for something different and kind of give it more of an update to kind of be, you know, as much as I do, alright, I will, I may end by the time you're back, but we'll see. So the channel art and channel icon, I was thinking about kind of sprucing those up, as well as like the intro screen. I kind of want to mix things up a little bit, because as much as you kind of, that I've grown attached to this channel icon for years, and I've grown attached to the channel art I have now, especially the channel art now that I'm not called Shiny Zekrom anymore. It kind of is outdated. So I definitely think at least the channel art, I definitely want to get updated in some sort of way, as well as the channel icon. As much as I do love it, and it's like obviously my 3 favorite Pokemon in one, I may not always be doing Pokemon, and that's where I need to think about kind of updating it as well, to maybe just be, hey, even if it's just kind of like a drawing of me, like, you know, like even anime style or anything that sort of way. That is another thing I've been kind of thinking about lately, is trying to update things to make it to kind of try and have it stand out more, instead of just kind of being the same thing always. You know, you gotta always update to keep up with the times. And I just feel like, even though it's been, you know, yeah, even if it's like a cartoon style, that's what I'm talking about. Just give it an update to give it a little bit more glow, and give it a little bit more oomph to kind of make it stand out. So it's like, oh, hey, I remember this. That's Zappei's YouTube icon. That's from Zappei. I remember him. You know, I want to try and get myself to stand out more. So that's why I kind of think it'd be important to kind of get these things updated. So, yeah, I'm actually glad, Peter, if you're still here, thank you, buddy. You actually added a topic that I wasn't even thinking about, that I kind of was also in the back of my head. Because I kind of did this list fairly quickly, but it was about most of the stuff I wanted to cover. I guess one last thing I will ask about is this. Any just random questions you guys want to know about me? Back, and that's why I changed my stuff a lot too. Yeah, you just got to keep up and be updated more. Because as times change, things will look outdated. And you want to always just stay updated and stay kind of like fresh, new, give it the glow. As I was going to say, I guess one last thing before we quick end this thing. And it's close to about an hour, which was what I was hoping for. Somewhere around like 45 minutes to an hour. You guys have any random questions about anything that was talked about over... If I can actually... I'm always outdated, but I'm old. I know, dude. Time's been flying. But anyways, anything that you see here... Whoop. If I can actually do the pointing thing. Anything that you see over here that you kind of want to know more about, or if you have any questions about me in particular, like Eslo kind of asked, even if it's just like a mini Q&A question that I can answer real quick, I'll give you guys a couple minutes to ask if you got anything. Well, I'm way better at my craft compared... Exactly, and that's the thing, is like, everybody gets better as the time goes on if you get at things more and more. So that's why I kind of feel like maybe I'll try something for like my channel art, for example. Maybe I'll try and create something, or if somebody maybe wants to commission something, I'm always open to options, because that's another thing. You always got to be open to your options and what's out there in the first place. But yeah, if you have any questions, don't be afraid to ask anything here. I'll give it about, like, if I don't get any questions in about like 3 minutes or so, that's when I'll probably just end it for now. But I think getting everything out there is what I definitely wanted to do. I was going to actually do this yesterday. No problem. At the end of the day, your YouTube icon is like the first page of a book. If the icon sucks, people will want to open the book. Yeah, I get it. It's like more people won't open up. And the process of improving thumbnails. I'd love to sit down with you at some point. I'd love to help you out with anything you need. Thanks, Dan. I appreciate it. It's just something... Exactly. And you hit it like right on the dot, Peter. I'm not always just straight PMU videos or straight Pokemon anymore. I stream now, and I stream a bunch of different games. I'm not entirely focused on Pokemon, but it's still like obviously a hefty part of why my channel has as many people as it has. Is like Pokemon sprites from back then was what started this channel specifically growing up to as many subs as I had before I even started streaming or doing Pokemon videos, such as like my draft leagues and such. Even before those started, I still had like 200-300 subs from my spriting days. And now it's not just Pokemon anymore. It's all sorts of different streams, and that's why I kind of feel like it needs to be updated to more better represent that. As a, hey, he's not just Pokemon anymore. He's a wide variety. Or, okay, I've done webcams a lot more, so now you guys know what I look like. You know, it's funny you asked about podcasts. I was very much actually thinking about doing a podcast at some point for the channel. Just kind of like, even if it's just like random general topics or just like randomly rambling about maybe one specific topic for like 20, 30 minutes. I was actually thinking about it, and I was kind of in the mix of it. I definitely would have to do a lot more planning, though, if I am going to do such a thing. And obviously, if you don't test and try things out, you're never going to know if that sort of a thing can be a thing. But I was actually thinking about podcasts, because I used to be on one, believe it or not. It was one that was representing the game I played the most, and what most people know from me on this channel was the game called PMU, or Pokemon Mystery Universe. Now, and podcasts are a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun with podcasts, because just being able to sometimes talk about that thing that, like I said, obviously Pokemon's what fueled this channel a lot, so I get passionate when I talk about Pokemon sometimes. And you know, if that, I've only done one. Oh, I've done, like, I mean, at least, like, 30 to 40 before. So, I definitely have my experience when it comes to podcasts, for sure. But I was thinking about doing podcast again, because I had a lot of fun with it. And even if it's just, like, hey, Zed, how's it going, buddy? Yeah, Taco Cast with Rigo, yeah. So, anyways, the podcast I was talking about, the PMU podcast that I did, before it turned kind of more like Pokemon and then it turned more Nintendo as the newest host of it kind of spanned away from the game. I used to be on podcasts a lot back then for the game, and I talked not only Pokemon or like Pokemon Mystery Universe stuff, but we also talked about Pokemon, and we even got some like more popular names out there. Like, I believe Nate Wants to Battle was on one, but I think I missed that one. I was on a podcast with Maryland before, and that was a lot of fun. We got some... I remember... I thought you would, Ziz. I remember because I did one with Rigo, too, yeah. So, yeah, I joined when I think that podcast was only on episode... Okay, I have to get cleaned up. See ya, buddy. All right, Dan, take care. Have a good one, and I will message you potentially about some other things I might want to talk to you about. So we'll see. And I'll probably be around for your stream as well in like an hour as well, because I know you are streaming tonight, even though I don't know what it is at the moment. But yeah, so this podcast, I joined around, I think it was the 9th or 10th episode or so, and it went like a good 40, 50. I think it even went in like the 60s for numbers, and I did a good portion of them with who was the newest host at the time, and some of the older hosts as well. I kind of joined in with those as well. And it's just a lot of fun, because like you said, you could talk passionate, but there's also, like, obviously the serious moments and everything. And, you know, it's just, like, a lot of fun sometimes to just sit down with a group of people and just kind of talk for a while, right? Especially, like I said, just talking about things you know you're passionate about. It's always fun. So yeah, I did that for a while, and I kind of just missed it. Because, you know, like I said, it's always fun to just kind of be, like, in a group of people and just sit down, chat, and talk about things, you know, shoot the breeze with people. That's always fun. And that's why I kind of thought about bringing it back again, because I had so much fun. And I don't know, I just kind of got thinking about it after, speaking of Dan, after seeing him go on the Taco Cast with Rigo, I was like, man, I haven't done one of those in a while. Damn, I'm kind of like, I miss that. So I was thinking about calling it, like, if I was to do it, which like I said, it is in the thoughts. I'd have to obviously organize it, you know. Obviously, I'd be the main host, but do I want to have like a co-host or two that hopefully they can join for as many as possible, and then just invite some random people. You know, sometimes shoot the breeze and talk about maybe more serious kind of topics, and, you know, not always be focused on one thing. And if I do something like that, I was thinking about a name, and I might call it the Shock Cast. Because obviously, electricity, the electric type in Pokemon, all those kind of things are just like a fascinating thing to me. Using Discord, exactly, dude. It's nice with Discord with podcasts is that unlike, say, like back in the Skype days, I remember is where where every single one of those podcasts were was Skype. Discord being able to lower and raise the volume of certain people is great because then, like, the more quiet people, you could raise their volume and you might have a better chance of hearing them. What if I'm a really loud person? I could probably lower my volume, and OBS, for example. So that way, you can more easily hear everybody. And like you said, it just makes things a ton easier. Better than Skype days. Oh my god. I remember doing those on Skype. But I'd probably call it the Shockcast because, like I said, electricity, thunder, electric type in Pokemon, it's the thing I easily relate to the most. And obviously with like the Zekrom and Electivire in my picture, I think that kind of well explains it. But I think I'd call it the Shockcast because I think that it's just like, I don't know, just plain simple, easy to remember. It's relative to who I am. And that's what you want when you have a podcast name, is you want it to be like relatable to either the person who hosts it or still in the community nowadays, by the way, or kind of just every now and then I'll get on for it. I can lower speak up if I want now, thanks to being able to use a thanks to being used to being on a camera. Exactly. It's like, after it was, obviously, I don't think I spoke as much in the first couple podcasts I did, but then once you kind of get into that groove of doing more and more podcasts, the more kind of you get comfortable and kind of know the type of setting that you're going to be in for maybe that particular group or maybe for podcasts in general. Once you do a few, you actually kind of know the environment in which you're going into for doing podcasts, and that's what made it kind of easier going forward. Was it just made it a lot easier. It's just a couple pals talking about a game or like a certain series and just having fun with it, and being able to make a joke every now and then, but not like obviously taking huge jabs at each other. You're just having a good time with others. And that's what I really liked with podcasts, and that's why at the same time as I was talking about, I kind of miss it. I was maybe... Oh, I know. I hesitated on it because I think it's like when you first show your face to people, you're never going to know what they're going to think of how you look. And I think that's why I was kind of more reluctant on doing face cam streams, is I didn't know how people were going to think with my voice. How could they connect my voice to a body and then, kind of judge on it. But now it's like at this point, I'm fine with it. I don't care. And if people get to a point where they're that rude about it, I give them a timeout. If they're rude about it again, they're gone. Plain and simple. We don't take any of that BS anymore. It's like, if you're going to do these kinds of things in one person's stream, I can't imagine more that you're going to do it too. So I just don't deal with it at all. Whew. Man, I guess rambling a lot makes you thirsty a bit. I don't deal with it anymore. It's not right to the streamer, and it's not right to the people who are watching either. It's like, you got to be respectful to not only the streamer but everybody that's in the stream. And that's why I don't deal with it. I'm literally in, like, depending on what people might be doing or trolling in the chat, it's like I give a one warning and then I might do a timeout, and if you keep going, you're just gone. Plain and simple. None of that BS or anything. So yeah, there's the podcast question, I guess, answered. That went on for like almost 10 minutes, but that was very good. That was it was nice to talk about podcasts again. Relive some old but good memories, that's for sure. Did anyone else have any questions at all? Because I know Eslo asked that one and he asked the green screen one. Anyone else have any quick questions about the streamer's the host and the owner, and we hate dealing with issues? Yep, that's true. But yeah, if anyone has like... Oh my god, if I can actually do the pointing thing. There we go. So if you have any questions about any of the topics we've discussed today on the side here, or if you just have any general questions, now would be the time to answer or ask them. Why is a raven like a writing desk? Oh no. Why? If this is supposed to be like a joke question, what's the answer? Otherwise, I don't have an answer for you on that one. Oh no. I guess I did say any questions, so I guess that one's on me. I guess that one's totally on me. Also, I'm going to do something real quick while I look up. While I give you guys a chance to type anything else. I totally typed January 1st, by the way, for this stream, didn't I? Well, we aren't going to talk about that one. I don't know, I keep hearing it and we'll get an answer from someone. Oh, boy. What else do I have planned not listed? Maybe. So what else do I have planned but is not listed on the side? So, I guess the collab, I guess to expand upon it, collabs, I guess more elaborate on it. Do I have any specific people, I guess, in mind of the collabs? Some of your favorite things for 2019. We'll answer that after this one. So in terms of the collabs, if there's anybody specific, I'd love to do more with Slayer Dan. I know Streamers Night Mario Kart, we typically include a lot of people. Maybe just some of them doing like a stream or two of something oddball, like whether it's Splatoon 2 or like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Even if it's doing something like one of those, in a collab, that'd be awesome. Just kind of like, but obviously kind of make it more spontaneous and not do like one every 2 weeks or one every week. Just kind of have it come about, and when it, comes about, it does. Not like try and force it or anything, but every now and then I might just ask somebody if I'm feeling like I want to do a collab. Hey, would you want to maybe do a collab stream at some point of like a game? I'll even let you pick the game if you so wish. Like if you want to do Mario Kart 8 Deluxe races with viewers, sure, I'd be up for it. Yeah, I'd always be up for it, Eslo. What kind of I know you're like big on Zelda. I know that's your huge thing. I unfortunately don't have, I think, too much in terms of like Zelda games. I know I have Breath of the Wild was another game I could maybe potentially stream. I haven't played much of it, and I want to get through the game. I don't want to say that I kind of just bought it to have it. I'd be streaming on mine. Of course, I'd always be streaming on my collab part too. Because it's like if you're collabing, you want to be able to kind of shout out who you're with and everything. But I guess that's another game to add was Breath of the Wild. I haven't completed a Zelda game actually, period. The closest I've gotten was, yeah, I know. I just say I know you most for Zelda, but I know you do other stuff as well. I have never completed a Zelda game, and I need and want to change that. The closest I've ever gotten was The Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks for the DS. I think up in the final tower area, but I just never completed it. Because I think something was going weird, or like I felt like I was maybe in a soft locked kind of point where it felt like I was stuck. So I kind of wanted to start that over again. Something like that, or like Breath of the Wild, I wouldn't be afraid to start over and try and, do that as well. That'd be a fun thing to kind of see as well. But other than that, collabs, yeah. Start with Ocarina of Time. I'd have to get that. I would have to get Ocarina of Time. Yeah, I'd be down for something, Meslo. Hopefully I pronounce your name right as well. So that's another thing I always feel bad is if I pronounce somebody's name wrong. Oh yeah, so the next one was favorite things from 2019. One thing, getting the capture card to be able to play and stream Switch games. Absolute game changer. Ever since I got it, I have been having blasts with being able to stream games off of the Switch. I have been enjoying it so much. And it's just kind of like, you're fine. You can say yes for sure if you want to. Okay. But, I just had so much fun streaming Switch games ever since I got that capture card. I've had blasts, and being able to do different kinds of things on the channel instead of just always feeling like, oh, all I could ever do is Terraria and Minecraft and, you know, those sorts of things. It's like, well, now I have my horizons broadened. Any plans to stream any games? I will answer that in a second as well. But that was definitely a favorite thing, getting a capture card. Definitely meeting more streamers and just watching. I use my original Elgato Game Capture HD for your Switch. There you go. I have an Elgato HD60, I believe it is. HD60S. Something along those lines. You get the point of it. But yeah, that was definitely one thing I thought was definitely a favorite. Definitely meeting more people and just finding more streams to every now and then pop in. Just kind of watch. Just have some fun with. Another favorite thing is, even if they're very few and far in between, the raids that I even got for towards the end of the year when I started having, like, I had my capture card and I started streaming. The raids were always so nice to see. You know, just seeing like more and more people and getting me out there and kind of just being more involved with a community / network of people was like a very awesome moment. And it's great to obviously meet new people and everything. And just being able to play games and have fun with people and just enjoy a good time. That's what I think was my favorite. Why do these with older consoles? Yep. And I got those. But yeah. What was I going to say? Do I have any other favorites I could think of? I'm not sure if I can think of anything else that was my favorite, but definitely that kind of stuff. Any plans to stream any games that are going to be coming out this year? I'm not entirely sure on many games so far that I would stream that are coming out this year. I'd have to take a look at a quick list. So let me see if I can come up with something real quick. So I think at this point I haven't heard of many games coming out that I want to stream. There was one, and it's another thing that I think I also kind of wanted to do. The Legend, or not the Legend of Zelda, jeez Christ. Animal Crossing. Oh, yes, Animal Crossing was the huge one. I actually, thanks to Chugga Conroy, did actually kind of get into Animal Crossing a little bit. Unless it gets delayed again. Oh, no. But yeah, I got to Animal Crossing New Leaf, and it was like a new game that I actually kind of had fun with. I know it died out after a little bit, but it would be kind of interesting to stream it, wouldn't it? Obviously, I don't think I would do it right around release, though, because you will literally be seeing almost every single person streaming that game that is going to actually stream it, play it. Oh my goodness. Another one that I remembered, I think I heard about that's coming out this year was, if it's not already out either, is the Final Fantasy VII remake. Because I've never played a Final Fantasy game, and that is something I also want to change as well. And then again, if they're making sure the game's at the best, then it could take... Exactly. That's why I'm always like, just don't feel like you ever have to rush. Take your time with it. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII getting the remake. I want to play a Final Fantasy game and complete one. That's why I want to play Final Fantasy VII when the remake comes out. That was another one. That and the like you said, Animal Crossing as well was that was another big one. Otherwise, I'm trying to think of, and I'm looking at some stuff right now that's coming out as well. There's not really much else otherwise. There was maybe Trials of Mana, I think I saw. No, because I'm thinking Secret of Mana. But otherwise, besides like maybe those two games, there's nothing, at least like kind of up my alley that I would play. Oh no, those are actually true. Breath of the Wild is confirmed to be having a sequel coming out sometime. It was right at the end of a Nintendo Direct, actually. They had shown just like, it was a 3 or 4 minute little trailer about it. They showed kind of some action in Breath of the Wild, and then they even said a Breath of the Wild sequel is coming out, and is in the works. So it is actually true. There is going to be a Breath of the Wild 2. They are true rumors. Obviously, we don't know how similar it's going to be to Breath of the Wild, or how it might be the sequel or a continuation. We'll have to see when the game comes. Oh, it's release date. Okay, I was like, I wasn't sure. I guess I should have asked, but what are you hearing for the rumors of the release date? Like what time frame or exact day if there's rumors of that? Because if there's rumors on a release date, I may have to think about getting on the Breath of the Wild train here. I think once we get this topic finished up, I think that's where we are going to call it a truma. Boo! Boo! You suck, Dan. Summer saying 2020. I have played it for like 20 minutes at most, Zed. I want to actually continue and play it. I've never actually finished it. I've gotten a little bit into it, but not too far. Summer saying 20. Oh, yeah. I'm very sure. I'm very sure we'll definitely hear more at E3. Because they did kind of, as I said, they did kind of announce it kind of out of the blue and just at the end of a Nintendo Direct. So I guess not totally out of the blue, but I guess something that a lot of people weren't suspecting, is I guess what the way I'm trying to phrase it. But I think other than that, if anybody else has any other last minute questions, why don't you ask real quick? As I'm looking at some more games coming out. I think other than that, I think that's about it. Thanks everybody for coming out as well. Very much appreciated. It was a good chat, I must say. Kindergarten Cop. Oh my god. Play Breath of the Wild. Hey, I will keep that in mind with the straw poll as well, Mr. Oh, wait, that's not a question. We'll see you later then, I see. Hey, not a problem, Dan. Like I said, it's trying to be consistent and get things down. So I'd maybe say next week might be hard, but I think within this next week, I'd say maybe one stream next week at most. But I think next week is definitely going to be trying to get some things done, as well as trying to kind of get the schedule made for this month. Even if I miss like the first couple weeks where nothing kind of really happens. I want to at least try and get like, say, a schedule next week to be able to put out in the Discord to kind of update you guys on things. But yeah, thank you everybody for coming out. This is where I guess we will be ending off the stream for today. Yeah, like I said, unless there was any other questions. Not a question, though. But yeah, Breath of the Wild, I may have to get that included into things as well. So I will definitely keep that into consideration. I do need to play it, though. I really do. And it would be fun to stream it, I think. But yeah, again, everybody, thank you for coming out. And hopefully that is some nice updates for you. And we will, hopefully maybe if I do happen to put in a stream, Happy New Year's and all the best. Thank you. You as well, Peter. But yeah, anyways, next week, maybe one stream at most. Yeah, see you later, Zad. Have a good one, buddy. But yeah, again, thank you guys for coming out. And hopefully next week we'll have a schedule out and we can start getting down to consistent stream times. All right, everybody. Peace out.